What if the very habit you've been told is harmless, normal even, is actually the reason you feel drained, unmotivated, and stuck in life? This habit, while socially accepted and even encouraged in modern culture, may be silently eroding your energy, confidence, and sense of purpose. The truth is, one of the most overlooked paths to true masculinity, self-control, and power lies in confronting this quiet saboteur head-on. Let's talk about it, openly, honestly, and through the lens of timeless Stoic wisdom. The unspoken problem, we all know the feeling. A fleeting moment of indulgence, followed by a lingering sense of guilt, emptiness, and lethargy. Science explains this cycle clearly. The habit in question, often related to instant gratification and physical pleasure, triggers a spike in dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. Initially, this feels like a reward. But over time, the brain becomes addicted to these shortcuts to satisfaction. You get the high without doing the work. And therein lies the problem. This kind of easy pleasure rewires the brain. It diminishes your motivation to pursue meaningful goals, undermines your confidence, and robs you of the inner strength needed to take on real challenges. You feel tired, even if you've done nothing. Your ambition fades because your mind believes it's already received its reward. The Stoic warning. Long before modern neuroscience, the Stoics warned of this danger. Seneca, a prominent Roman philosopher, said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." The message is clear. When you let base desires control you, you're not living in freedom. You're in chains. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, echoed this view, emphasizing the need to master desires rather than be ruled by them. He believed that indulging in pleasure weakens the will and distances one from true fulfillment. Stoicism teaches that real strength lies not in giving in, but in standing firm. True power is forged in resistance, not surrender. Every great man in history, warrior, emperor, or visionary, shared one crucial trait: they controlled their impulses. And in doing so, they shaped history. The way out. 3 Stoic principles to reclaim your power. So, how do you break free from this cycle? How do you rise above a habit that seems to have its grip on so many? The answer lies in embracing 3 foundational Stoic principles: self-discipline, purpose, and transmutation. 1. Self-discipline. The foundation of freedom. Epictetus, another revered Stoic thinker, proclaimed, "No man is truly free who is not master of himself." This is where transformation begins. Self-discipline isn't about punishment or deprivation. It's about choosing what's valuable over what's easy. Each time you resist the pull of fleeting gratification, you become stronger. You train your mind to say no to weakness and yes to strength. Over time, this builds a solid foundation of mental toughness, resilience, and self-respect. 2. Purpose. Channeling energy into meaning. Many who struggle with destructive habits do so because their lives lack direction. The Stoics were clear on this. A life without purpose is a wasted one. Instead of letting your energy dissipate through indulgence, redirect it towards something meaningful. Build a business. Master a craft. Serve a cause greater than yourself. When your mind is occupied with growth and purpose, the temptation to waste time on empty pleasures naturally fades. Purpose gives you a reason to say no. It becomes your anchor during moments of weakness. 3. Transmutation. Redirecting energy into power. There's a reason why ancient warriors and philosophers revered the concept of transmutation. They understood that sexual energy, when not wasted, could be transformed into raw creative and productive power. Nikola Tesla, one of history's greatest minds, chose celibacy to preserve his energy for invention. This wasn't repression, it was redirection. He took the most primal force within him and used it to change the world. When you learn to harness your energy instead of squandering it, you unlock a source of drive that few ever access. This is what the Stoics meant by self-mastery, not suppression, but transformation. The transformation. What happens when you quit? Now imagine waking up with clarity, drive, and confidence. No guilt, no fog. Just pure, focused energy. Imagine what it feels like to be in full control of your mind and body. This is what happens when you break free. Studies show that retaining sexual energy can lead to increased testosterone levels, better mental clarity, and elevated motivation. But beyond the science, there's something deeper: the return of your power. You stop living in reaction and start living with intention. You're no longer chasing fleeting satisfaction, you're building lasting fulfillment. Conclusion: the question now is simple. Will you continue to let a hollow habit steal your potential? Or will you rise above it and take back control of your life? The Stoics left us a map. They lived and preached a philosophy that demanded strength, clarity, and purpose. And they proved that greatness isn't born from indulgence, it's forged in restraint. No man who was ruled by his desires ever changed the world. But the men who mastered themselves? They built empires, pioneered revolutions, and left legacies. So, will you stay trapped in the cycle, or will you break free? Your journey to self-mastery starts now.